Hi, my name is Jeff, and I'm with Corporate Chaplains of America, and we're partnering with US Express to provide a chaplain just for you. Now, you may be wondering exactly what that looks like. You've probably heard of a military chaplain or a hospital chaplain, but you're not quite sure what a workplace chaplain is. Let me explain it to you. There are two things you can expect from your chaplain. The first is that when you call your chaplain, they're going to respond within 10 minutes, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We want you to know that we take this stuff very seriously. The second thing you can expect is your chaplain's going to reach out to you. Now, this is going to be periodic, hopefully bi-weekly. They'll be able to make a connection with you. They'd like to just get to know you, maybe talk about some of the services they can provide, and just be an encouragement. And don't we all need that? Now, some of you might be saying, oh, wow, I don't know about a chaplain in the workplace. You don't need to worry at all. You might be thinking the chaplain's going to be walking around telling people what to do and what not to do, getting on the phone, telling you what's right, what's wrong all the time. That's not what this program is about. Let me just encourage you. Our chaplains are caregivers. And so, of course, they're ordained ministers and they can take Bible questions and prayer requests. But a lot of what they do is just helping people through the tough times of life. Let me give you some examples. And I know a lot of this is going to be happening virtually because you're on the road. The chaplain is going to be caring for you. Let me tell you how that takes place. And it's always going to be a voluntary program. In other words, you don't ever have to worry about the chaplain forcing something on you. Okay? You can always opt out. The second key thing about how this program works is that it's permission-based. In other words, the chaplain's not going to give you anything you haven't asked for. The third thing is that the program is confidential, which means whatever you tell your chaplain stays with the chaplain. Not going to go to the owner, not going to go to HR or your supervisor, always confidential. Now listen, there are two exceptions, and I'm sure you'll agree. If the chaplain finds out about you wanting to hurt yourself or hurt someone else, they're going to need to involve some other professional to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, you also should know that we're going to provide chaplain services at times face-to-face, in person. You may have a special need where some family member's in the hospital in some city. And if we have a chaplain that's nearby or available, we're going to dispatch that chaplain to help you out and be there for your family member. We'll be able to provide some marriage and family care in that vein, maybe help with a budget, maybe help with children and teens, help with court cases and jail visits, and of course the difficult times of life like grief care and even do a funeral. Now there's some things that the chaplain can't do or won't do. He's not going to get in the way of you doing your job. You don't have to worry about the chaplain calling you for 8 hours. The second thing is the chaplain's not going to get involved in operational matters. Not going to get in between you and your boss. You don't have to worry about that. And the chaplain probably can't help you with that speeding ticket, which I know you would never get. And also not going to be much help when it comes to pay raise time. All right? Now, we always get a couple questions that you might find interesting and you're probably asking already yourself. And that is, here's one. What denomination are you? Well, we're non-denominational, non-sectarian, and non-discriminatory. Those three big words basically mean that it doesn't matter whether you're a Methodist or a Muslim or a Buddhist or a Baptist or you have no faith system whatsoever. The chaplain is here to provide care for you and your family in a non-discriminatory manner. The second question we often hear is, what qualifies this person to be my chaplain? Which is also a great question. All of our chaplains are people that just like to care for people. They love people. That's their first and greatest qualification. But you know, they're seminary trained, ordained ministers. They have 7 to 10 years of workplace experience, which means they probably know how to fill out a time card. But we put them through a battery of tests and interviews so that you can trust that they're going to be a safe place for you. All right? Now, I'm going to leave you with a couple final thoughts, and I think this will be helpful for you. You may be sitting there saying, I think it's a good program. Somebody will probably need the chaplain, but probably not me. Well, you may be right. But isn't it true that we're all either going into a crisis, we're in a crisis, or we're coming out of a crisis? Well, wouldn't it be nice to know that you've got somebody you can turn to, a friend? Why not put their phone number in your wallet, maybe like an insurance card? The second thing I want to leave you with is that you can be pretty proud of the owners here at US Express. They're providing this benefit to you at no charge to you and your family. And we're going to care for you and your family. All right? Now listen, here's how we're going to implement this. Soon you'll be receiving some information about who your chaplain is, how to get a hold of them, phone numbers, emails, those kinds of things. We're also going to give you some information about how to sign up for the My Chaplain app. Some people just like to use an app, and you'll be able to connect with your chaplain on the app. We'll get that information to you soon, and thank you for listening. Have a great day.